the infrastructure of the oil industry, and they're indentured servants in our political process. Their answer is to increase our reliance on fossil fuels and to make the Columbia River Gorge the conveyance for all fossil fuels, not only to the United States and the West Coast, but also to all of Asia. So we've got, as Chairman Gowdy said, you've got the largest oil export terminal in the United States, in North America, ever built, now proposed for Vancouver. You have the largest coal terminal ever built in North America in Longview, Washington. You have two more oil terminals that are proposed for Gray Harbor, and then you have the largest gas terminal ever built in Calamar, which is owned, by the way, by a Chinese company, which is using eminent domain, the sacred power of eminent domain, to take private property from the people of these communities and give it to a Chinese company to export natural gas from Canada to China. And everybody knows, and how is this good for America? You're not supposed to be using eminent domain unless there's a demonstrated benefit to the community. None of these communities are getting a benefit from that. The only benefit is to Chinese billionaires and the Chinese government and some Canadian billionaires, but not to anybody in our country. In fact, our country gets hurt by natural gas imports. The gas industry has been telling us for many, many years that one of the great things about doing fracking in this country is it's going to cheapen the price of natural gas in this country down to $4 per 1,000 cubic feet, compared to what they're paying in China, which is $12 to $15. And it's going to create a renaissance of manufacturing in this country, a rebirth of manufacturing, because the energy prices are going to be so low that everybody is going to suddenly build factories. Well, now they're building a terminal so the Chinese can be paying the same amount for natural gas as we're paying. There is no benefit. It is a harm to the United States. But unfortunately, as all these projects show, we have lawmaking in government that is not being run by rational reasons or for public safety reasons. It is being run, the rules are being written by the carbon incumbents to favor and support the filthiest, dirtiest, most addictive, most destructive fuels from hell, rather than the cheap, clean, green, wholesome, and patriotic fuels from heaven. And this is just another externality of big oil. You know, oil, there's no way that oil could compete with renewable energy in this country if it had to do it head to head. So it has to get hundreds of billions of dollars of subsidies every year, and it has to externalize the cost of doing business. And part of those externalities are what they did here, which is to make a fire and disrupt this community and put everybody in this community at risk. And that's the only way that they can compete in the marketplace. And and they know that now, because, and I'll tell you, I am in the solar energy business. I do construction of solar energy plants and wind energy plants. And I can tell you, we built the two biggest solar energy plants in this country. And I can tell you the price of building solar energy is about $2.5 billion per gigawatt. Well, what's the price of a natural gas plant? $3 billion a gigawatt. Oil plant, $3 billion a gigawatt. A coal plant, $3 billion a gigawatt. A nuke plant, $15 billion a gigawatt. You could make energy by burning prime rib if you wanted to. Why would we use the most expensive kind? The only reason we use the most expensive kind is because they have subverted our democracy and they are running the show. So, you know, this year the Department of Energy just came out with data this year that showed that we have increased renewable installations around the globe just because they make economic